So I have this 4-foot by 10-inch board that I painted in Snow Owl by Wise Owl. And now it's dry, and I'm going to be using this 1 hour enamel clear. And today we're going to be using Farmhouse Project Blocks tissue paper by Roy Cycle. It's a decoupage paper. Can be found at chalkitupfancy.com. And I'm going to start by cutting out the center white panel as neatly as I can so I can use the other two panels for another project. So I'm going to place this tissue paper on my board at the bottom. And I'm allowing some of the red border to hang off just a bit. I'm using my Simply Simmons flat brush to apply my 1 hour enamel. All these products can be found at chalkitupfancy.com, including the tissue paper. And I want to make sure I get enough of the 1 hour enamel clear on the board, and I'm going to lay my tissue paper down. And then I'm going to lay some saran wrap down on the wet paper. And you can start by using your hands to move some of the wrinkles out, but I prefer a brayer. It just does a great job, gets it done quick, as you don't want to really allow this to lay there too long. But the key is you do not want to move anything rubbing on the paper back and forth. So this is a barrier, the saran wrap, as you're working these wrinkles out. And I'm going to lift up that side. I'm doing this in portions. And I have my saran wrap ready for the next side. And again, I'm going to lay my 1 hour enamel down, clear down, lay down my paper, get that saran wrap on there, use my brayer. You want to be gentle. And now I'm going to go back with the 1 hour enamel clear and give a final coat on the entire image. And then I'm just going to continue and give my whole board a coat of the 1 hour enamel clear. And then I'm going to allow this to dry. I did put a little of the clear around the edges and folded down the paper from the top to the sides. You just want to be careful when you do this, because anytime I wrap around a corner, you want to make sure you have enough glue on that corner, because if there's any loose paper, it's going to be an issue. So if you feel comfortable just wrapping it around, go ahead. Just know that you need plenty of glue. Once dry, I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper and I'm just going to be hitting that edge, and it just cuts the paper right off. But I'm saving that piece that I just cut off for later. I got this home stencil from Hobby Lobby. It's like $5.99. I measured and taped it down in the center. And I'm going to use these whiz rollers that I get from Lowe's. They're a 4-inch foam roller. I'm going to put a little paint on a paper plate. I'm going to load my roller, and I'm going to have a separate clean plate to unload my roller. The key to stenciling is having very, very little paint. And instead of pressing down, I'm going to go forwards, sideways. And once done, I'm going to lift up my stencil. Now I hit everything but the O. And I'm taking this art brush. This is an art brush pack that we have. It's of 7 small art brushes. You can find that at chalkitupfancy.com from Redesigned by Prima. And I'm just filling in all my letters with my small brush. Now that this is dry, I did hit all my letters with a piece of sandpaper. It's just what I like to do. It's not necessary, but I did do that. And I'm going to take my 1 hour enamel clear again. I'm going to place it at the top and just put this little piece of border that was left at the very top of my board above my H. And again, I'm going to use my 1 hour enamel clear. This time I glued it and top coated it all in the same time because it was so small. I placed my saran wrap down, did my brayer. Laid my sides down, and then continued to give my entire board another coat of the 1 hour enamel clear. Right into the second image. Once all that dried, this was actually an ornament that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It was $5.99 at Christmas time. I'm sure I got it 50% off. And I'm going to use this for my O. I believe you may be able to find some in Hobby Lobby back by some of the glass. Sometimes they have steel objects, and I believe they may have a windmill. But they may have a cow or anything like that you could glue down. I'm using E6000 to glue down my windmill to complete my board. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, brushes, tissue paper, and transfers, chalkitupfancy.com.